Hello, 6C. This is your warm-up. I'm excited for you to do it, and I'm excited most especially for you to be very quiet while you're doing it for the competition, because you need to do well at this competition, and mostly you need to do well at understanding these things. So you will have, starting now, there are 9 problems. You will have 10 minutes, no more than 10 minutes to do this. Please start writing now, and if you don't understand it, then please just write the problem down. Remember how we practiced how to take these problems like these and make them shorter? See if you can make them shorter without actually solving them. But sometimes when you make them shorter, they will actually be easier to solve because you'll see what you have and what you need. Please write these down. You have 10 minutes from now. So I just realized something that you might want to know. I would say that this allowance, an allowance is basically money that somebody would get every week or every month. And I don't know which one Leon has. Let's just say that it would be a monthly, that was supposed to be an M, monthly allowance, meaning every month he gets the same amount of money he is allowed to use as he wants to. So every month for 8 months he saved some money, and he saved enough to buy a new bicycle. How much is his allowance? So that was just the problem that you're supposed to be doing. Okay, I'm going to assume that you are almost done. I'm going to give about 30-ish more seconds. If you're not done, that's okay. Again, about, well, now 20 seconds left. Okay, so this is going to be different than we normally do it. And I have that the answer for number 1 is 4. Oops, that's not coming across very nicely, is it? 4.23. So just check your answers. Number 2 should be 26.85. Number 3 is 0.112. Number 4 is 0.057. Number 5 is 5.7. Number 6 is asking what the number is, and that would be 5. Leon every month would get 150 kroner. Number 7, that was that one. Number 8 is 14. So the number would be 14. And finally, we were asking how much does each candy bar cost, and each one would cost 8 kroner. So Normally, I go through and explain each of these in detail, and it takes a long time, which is okay. But the reason why I am going to go through these questions in more detail is because these questions are very much like the questions on your test. So if you already know how to do these, I am so happy for you. And if you do not need me to go through any of these, then please quietly do Lexa. Please quietly do Lexa, I think it's Lexa 9. It might be Lexa 8. I don't have a book with me to check. Please work on that if you don't need this, but if you do, please listen very carefully. So I'm doing these because this is what your questions on your test is going to look like. We have, number 1 was 4.7 times by 0.9. So this is how we do it. We start by counting the decimal places. I put a red loop underneath both of the decimal places. A decimal place is the numbers after a decimal, and we had 2 decimal places. Now I just take the other numbers, without the numbers without the decimal. We have 47 times by 9. And we multiply those. Then 9 times 7 is 60. That's supposed to be a 6 above there. 63. And 9 times 4 plus 6 would be 42. So we counted the decimal places and then we multiplied. Now we're going to put these 2 decimal places back in. So it'd start at the end and loop over 2 times from the right. So our final answer would be 4.23. Sorry, the pen that I'm using kind of cuts out. So 4.23. Number 2 is done very much the same. So here are the problems, and we're going to do it the same way. We count the decimal places, and we have 2 decimal places. Then we take what's left, and that's 895, and we multiply it by 3. So then 3 times 5 is 15. 9 times 3 plus the 1 up there is 28. Oops, that's a 2. 27. Yeah, 27 plus 1 is 8. Then 3 times 8 is 24, plus 2 is 26. And then we go back to our 2 decimal places and move it over 2. So our final answer would be 26.85. So this skill of moving the decimal places and then putting them back in, that is a very important skill for the test. So that's on the multiplying one. And then next we're going to do the dividing ones. That will be on the next video. So click on the next link, substitute.